What's up, guys? Thanks for stopping by. Today we're gonna be finishing up the last couple things on the XJ, and then we're gonna be taking that sucker out for a ride. We're gonna take it on the highway, take it on the back roads, and see how that new steering handles. But first, we got a couple things we need to do, so let's get right into it. Here you go. Grab another tire, and this one's got a little bit more tread than the one in the back, so I think I'm gonna stick this one in the back, move that one from the back up here to the front, and then we'll be good on the tire situation for now. So let's take a look at these two tires. Obviously you can tell this one's the one that I just bought. The tread is much better on it. It is a used tire, it's not brand new. This one is a well-used tire. There's barely any tread left, but there's enough for me to run it for a couple weeks. I'm gonna be getting new tires, larger tires anyway, so I really don't feel like buying two more to put on the front. And if you look at the tread on this one, it's actually very close to the tread that we've got left on this one, which is another new used tire. I think this electrical fan is going to do more work off-roading. It's more designed to help at idle speeds and everything, so just going to fit it in those mounting tabs like so, and the holes here line up, but I don't have any mounting hardware, so what I might do is just try to find some push pins to stick in there, or I could use a bolt and send it through and try to fish a nut around to the back side, but that might be kind of hard. Or I can do the age-old classic and just zip tie it. Which one you guys think I'm gonna do? Stay right there. Okay, so I will get on some factory mounting hardware in the future. But right now, these zip ties are gonna do the job pretty well, I'd say. And it's in the mounting tabs on the bottom, so it's pretty, sturdy. I just need to hold it that way. Now, the one issue we have is that the connector for the factory wiring is gone. This is the connector that it plugs into on the fan. And these are just the pins. I'm guessing he couldn't get it disconnected, so he just broke the connector. I don't know. Now, I did pick up a new connector from the junkyard with this harness, with this fan. So now we're just gonna cut these off the end, splice them into the new wires, and we'll be all good to go. Then we're gonna have to do some testing to make sure this all works, but one step at a time. EFan is installed. You see we got a little bit of extra wire down here now, but that's fine. I cut off the zip ties so they're not as noticeable, and it's on there pretty sturdy. So next it's time to move on to the front bumper has D-rings. Well, I haven't bought the D-rings yet, but it has D-ring points for recovery. And the only thing I have back here are these little tow chain hooks. So I went out and bought this from Harbor Freight. This will give me a recovery point on the back so that if I do get stuck and there's only somebody behind me, they'll be able to yank me straight back instead of having to work their way around in front of me. And I am planning on getting stuck. Okay guys, so there are a couple things we need to look for while we're out there on the road. I'm gonna have to wait till it gets to operating temperature and make sure that that electric fan is kicking on like it should be. I want to make sure these speakers aren't blown because I'm actually not sure about that. I need to make sure everything is running good, and got a lot of usable power. You know, I step on the gas, it goes easy, but the steering still leaves something to be desired. It's still got what feels like a dead spot in the middle, like there's play in the wheel. Sometimes it'll understeer, and then sometimes it'll oversteer too hard and I have to correct. Right now we're gonna take it on the highway and see how it does on there. Brakes, they're not too bad. I mean, they could be better. I did replace the pads on the front axle when I put it in, but I did not replace the rear. So far, everything is working as it should. Let's see it get up to speed. Vibration. I'm assuming I'm going around 60 to 65 right now, and the steering wheel is vibrating. It's also pulling to the left, but I did the alignment myself, so it pulling to the left might be my fault. So guys, as you can see, we're getting a good bit of vibes on the highway. Nothing too bad, honestly. My drive shaft is all bent up, so I'm pretty sure that's the cause of all this vibration. See everything bouncing around a little bit, but honestly not too bad. Yeah, it definitely gets up to speed. It's got power, it shifts smoothly, so I know that this transmission is working well. This is my first time being able to test the transmission on the highway, so I'm actually pretty impressed. So guys, it's been almost 10 months since I bought this Jeep, but I am glad to say that the cheap Jeep is finally back on the road. This thing couldn't pull forward 10 feet onto the trailer the day I picked it up. And now, to be driving it down the highway, it's a completely surreal feeling. It feels amazing to know that I put this thing back together and that it's running and driving as well as it is. If you're new to the channel and you haven't been keeping up with all the upgrades and repairs we've been doing over the past 10 months, definitely check out some of the earlier videos so that you can get up to speed. And of course, like any ongoing project, this test drive has shown me plenty of things that are still going to have to be repaired or fixed. So we will have more repairs coming up on the channel shortly. But now that the road test is done, the next test for this Jeep is going to be the off-road shakedown. Of course, I've got to take it off-road and see how it handles before I put big tires and a lift on. So definitely check out the next video if you're interested in seeing this stock XJ off-road. But that's all for today, guys. Drop a like if you enjoyed the video. Subscribe if you want to see more. And leave a comment if there's anything specific you want to see me fix. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'll see you next time.